what does this really mean at the long term?
Yeah, you hit on a lot of things in that introduction, and so starting as to why it's important is, understandably so. Contractors are looking to close. Of course, they're bidding out projects, and it's about turnaround time because you can imagine that the market is saturated, and the potential uh, uh, contractual party that's part of the deal is fielding more than one bid, as they should. And so, the goal is to get your bid and estimate in front, but then there are tight windows based on the start of the project. So what does that lead to? Well, oftentimes what we're seeing is that our clients are not engaging in a written contract. At times, what we're seeing is that they're verbal, which has huge effects because of the fact that the law has different timelines as to the enforceability of the contract. And so while a verbal agreement may be seen as a contract, it may not have as much time to bring in a potential claim if there is a dispute as to the project in hand. That sort of spiders out into many other things: scope, price, adjustments that are made. Frequently there are amendments to construction contracts that have to be all looped back into the original deal. And so what we're seeing then from that point of view is that there is a disorganized pattern. There is a failure to have a core based agreement, which then has huge effects because frequently in construction, parties are withholding funds. They're not completing projects. Subcontractor to general contractor has its own issues, payment. And so there, what we want to do intentionally is to create a foundation for a business to be able to move freely because they have a ready-made contract which they can edit as opposed to have to draft from scratch. They're adding exhibits as to scope of the agreement and not the language itself. And that's going to be benefit the quick turnaround times because frequently time is of the essence in many of these projects.
Right.